Using Crestron's Home OS, you can create, edit, and delete shading scenes for the motorized shades around your home. And believe it or not, we're going to show you how to do it in less than 1 minute. In our Under 1 Minute series, this video is about creating and editing shade scenes, grouping the shades together, setting them to predefined levels, and then being able to activate that scene with the press of one button. You can do it, and I link up here and down in the description to the other 1 minute videos, under 1 minute videos that we have, where you can do things like lights and climate and cable favorites, and then even a macro for scheduling things to happen automatically. But let's get into the shade scene. All right, we're going to use the iPad to do this, and as I've talked about in the other series, that we have two apps, right? The Crestron Home app, which is your daily driver app, the app you use every day to control your home. And then for some functionality, you need to use the Crestron Home Setup app that should also be installed on your device. We're going to use that app for creating the scene. So we're going to launch our Crestron Home Setup app. It's going to bring us to the main screen. We're going to hit Shades, and we're going to come into the office, which is where we have shades in our building, and we're going to edit the scene. It's asking me for my password. We cover this in the other videos for some advanced functionality. There's an advanced user password. If that's not set, you do not need that to create a scene. I've set it because we go into some advanced things. So I'm going to type it in. For us, it's just password. Please don't use that as your password. Create a safe password, a strong password. I'm going to hit OK. And now we're going to say new scene. Let's give it a name. Test is great. And let's open up this one. Let's say maybe we're going to go to like 25%. That's good right there. And then we'll open up Jared up to about the same. Let's make it look good. We'll have it at the same amount, right? Whoop, come down a little bit to 28. Where is it? Right there. Hey, this is taking my time off my 1 minute. And save. And we go back, and there it is. The test scene's already created. That was definitely less than a minute. I know it was. And jump over to the Crestron Home app. And once it connects, we're going to go into Rooms and the Office and Shades. And look, there's our test scene. It's already there. It's got a check mark next to it because it's currently selected as the shades are at that level. We can hit All Close, and we'll see that once the shades adjust, they go back. Test will uncheck. All Close will show checked, as that is now the scene that is currently selected. And that's about it. Now we have a little bit more. We always give you a little bit more in our videos. I want to show you how you can group shades from other rooms into that one scene and then show that scene in both of those rooms. We've done this with lights. You can see that lights video right here. We do some of the similar things. So let's go back into Home Setup. And here we are back at the main screen. And we're going to go into Shades, Add Edit. Edit the test scene. And now at the bottom, you see the plus minus shades. We're going to select that. And we have a shade out in the warehouse in John's office. So we're going to select that. And we're going to select John's shade and hit done. So now the test scene has 3 shades in it, right? In the office, we see the 2 scenes. We click the drop-down arrow in the upper right-hand corner. We select the warehouse, and we see John's office. And, maybe we want to set that to like 10% or so. Right there, that's good. Maybe, I guess we're going to 20% on this one. Ba, ba, ba. Back over to the office shades, they're at 28%, and we are going to hit save. So now the test scene we just created affects 2 shades in the office and 1 shade over in the warehouse. That might not make sense for my office, but if you have an open floor plan of your home and you're looking out over the water and you've got living room, kitchen, and maybe the great room, you might want to have a scene that affects all the shades at one time in 3 different rooms. And that's how you would do that plus minus button for adding shades to a scene. The last thing that we want to do is share that test scene into the other rooms that those shades are affected. So you could fire that shade from multiple locations. I mean, if you're in the great room, that's great, but what if you're in the family room and you want to be able to bring up that scene? It'd be good to have access to it there. We're going to stay within the Crestron Home Setup app, but this is where we have to go into configuration. I'm not really sure why. We can do some things in just create ed scene, but other things we have to dive a little deeper in. But that's why we're making a video. So it's easy for you to watch me do it, and then you know how to do it. So let's click on the two little minus bars in the lower left corner, and then over to settings, and then configure. And this is where you need that advanced user setup. Your installer should have created an advanced user, username and password, so that you can get into some of the other features without getting into the full configuration of the system, which you might, inadvertently do something you wouldn't want to do. So the advanced user username is that, advanced user. All one word, all lowercase, all together. So advanced user. And for me, again, the worst password in the world, but it's just for demonstration purposes. Set up scenes, configure shading scenes. You see some other things that we can do there. Check out our other videos for how to do those things too. And we're going to go into the office, which is currently selected. Select the test scene by clicking on it. And now you want the eyeball, because that's where the scenes are going to be visible, I guess, is Crestron's thinking. So we're going to click on the eyeball, and we're going to say, you know what, we also want it available in the warehouse because it affects the warehouse shades. We click OK. We come back out of that to the main screen, and I can show you here in the Home Setup app. We go into Shades. We see the test scene there. We go into Warehouse. We see the test scene there. Let's jump over to our daily driver, the Crestron Home app, and into Shades. We see the test scene there in the office shades. And let's go back to Rooms and Warehouse and Shades. And we see the scene there too. So there it is. It's in all the different rooms that that the shades are affected in, so that you can easily get to them from wherever you are. I hope you found this video interesting. If you did, please give us a thumbs up, a like, and consider subscribing to the channel. Please check out the other videos in this series in our under 1 minute, where I promise we show you just how simple it is to use Crestron Home OS. And if you need any help with your project, you can reach us at our information below. Feel free to reach out to us and discuss your project. We're happy to help. Thank you for watching.